What? What? Emily, are you making fun of my boyfriend? No, I'm not making fun of him. I'm just worried about you, Molly. But you said that on the assumption that he would quit his job, didn't you? Doesn't it mean you're making fun of him? I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have reported anything to you. Have a great day. Emily! Hi, Molly. I'm sorry I offended you the other day. It's been bothering me. It's fine. Anyway, we've decided on a date for the wedding. Really? That's great. Of course you'll be there, right? Of course. So, when's the wedding? I'll have to put it on the schedule. October 11th. What? October 11th? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. It's his birthday. We thought it'd be nice to celebrate our wedding on the same day. We decided on his birthday because there was an opening at the wedding hall on that day. That's terrible. You didn't forget that day, did you? Huh? It's the day of Jason's memorial service, my son. Was it? Well, I guess our wedding and the memorial service happened to be coincidence. But all the relatives are coming to the wedding. What? Well, think about it. Which is more important? My nephew who already passed away? Or our wedding? You understand, don't you? I understand that, but I also wanted to attend your wedding. Can't you change the date? That's impossible. I've already made the reservation. His birthday is still the same. Even if I try to change the date, I'm not sure when we can reserve the wedding hall. And besides, if we change the date now, it would be bad for all the relatives, wouldn't it? Well, then I can't attend. I have to mourn for Jason. I see. If that's the way it is, then there's nothing we can do. But as expected, my brother will be there, right? Well, he was very concerned about the anniversary of Jason's memorial service. I think he probably feels the same way as I do. I can't believe that. I don't really care whether you attend or not, but I hope he will attend. I'll talk to him, but it seems that my father is going to pay for the whole thing. It's going to be a gorgeous wedding. I've also asked him to provide a few dishes from our restaurant. I'm sure my relatives will be very happy. Too bad you won't be able to attend. I'm Jason's mother. I want to mourn him for sure. Your father and all the relatives said they would come for the memorial service. If it weren't for my wedding, they would have gone. But I'm sure they'll all attend the wedding. Because no matter how you look at it, a wedding is more dreamy than a memorial service. Above all, we have a future, don't we? That's terrible. You don't have to say it like that. I don't think Jason wanted to go to heaven either. He lived his life to the fullest. But now that he's gone, and our successor is gone... Molly, can we not talk about that right now? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's always the same thing. We'll have a baby, so don't worry about the successor. What? I know you and my brother plan to take over Father's historic restaurant. I won't let you do that. Molly, what are you talking about? We are not trying to take over the restaurant. Adam said he's going to succeed his father without a doubt. He's been training hard to be an heir to his father. And now, he's finally getting his father's approval. I've seen Adam struggle. So he is going to be the successor. Well, even if it's okay with Adam, I'm sure the next successor after that will be my child. Huh? My father adores me, and I'm sure he'll adore my kid too. Well, that's after the wedding. It'll happen eventually, so keep that in mind. Your plan fell apart when Jason passed away. That's really awful.
Emily, I know I'm late, but I have a little research meeting from now.
Really? Well, don't work too hard.
Yeah, I can only do it after the store closes. I'll have to work hard, since you've been working hard for us.
But don't push yourself too hard.
What's going on? I usually get longer replies from you. Is something wrong?
It's just, I got a text from Molly. She said the wedding has been decided.
Yeah, my dad's going to pay for it all. It's going to be a very lavish wedding. Thanks to her, we're getting some extra work too. Well, it's my sister's wedding, so it's all good.
I know.
Emily, what's wrong?
Her wedding is on October 11th.
What? Isn't that the same day as Jason's memorial service?
Yes, it is. It happens to be her fiancé's birthday, and she wants to have the wedding on the same day.
What the heck? That's not good. I'm not going to the wedding.
I told her you probably wouldn't go. But she said you, your father, and all your relatives will come to the wedding.
What is she talking about? Does Dad know about this?
I don't know about that, but whatever it is, I won't attend her wedding. On Jason's memorial service, I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, me too. I won't attend either.
And you know what? She also said her child will take over the restaurant in the future.
Huh?
She said she'll definitely have a boy.
Oh my goodness. How much more is she going to annoy you? Anyway, don't worry about Molly. Just go ahead with the preparations for Jason's memorial service. I'm counting on you.
Okay. Hey, Emily, it's been a while. Hi, Molly. Wedding preparations are going well. I'm sorry it fell on the anniversary of Jason's memorial service. Poor Emily, not being able to attend such a beautiful wedding. You planned it on October 11th on purpose, didn't you? Hey, that's so rude of you. Who do you think you are? What? The whole reason you married my brother in the first place was so you could take over my father's restaurant, wasn't it? Huh? If my brother becomes the owner and manager of the restaurant, you'll have an easy life, won't you? And you'll be the wife of a head chef without working. You thought you were going to have such an easy life, didn't you? I've never thought of it like that. I've seen Adam training hard to be a chef. He's trying to take over the goodwill that his father has carefully protected. I was attracted to his passion. It's kind of dramatic, isn't it? And his father also has a lot of trust in him. I've seen him give Adam lots of advice. Sometimes he even scolded severely. But Adam got through those times. Now they've become good partners and working in the kitchen. If there's anything I can do to help, I'd like to support him. I'll even help out when I have to. See? I knew you were trying to take over. I'm not going to let you take over my father's restaurant. I'm telling you, I don't think like that at all. Maybe it's a good thing that such a despicable brother and sister-in-law can't attend the wedding. Please go to the memorial service or whatever. If you want, you don't have to come back to our house. That's not going to happen. Adam is my husband. I will live with him no matter what.
Ah, yes.
But as expected, you can't take over after Adam. Jason is gone, so my child will take over. I'm sure my father, who's thinking of who is going to take over the restaurant, is looking forward to my wedding too. The future owner of the restaurant will be born. Well, if that's what your father wants, so be it. You've pushed yourself too hard. You won't be able to attend the wedding, and there's no one to take over. Well, then your plan is ruined, isn't it? So, is that all you have to say? What? You suddenly sound like you don't care. Molly, is that all you have to say? I'm looking forward to the day. Huh? If that's all, I'll end the text. I'm busy, you know. Hey, Emily, what's this all about? Huh? What's wrong, Molly? It's your wedding today, isn't it? You did this, didn't you? Did what? All my relatives are absent. Oh, they're all here for Jason. I'm so sorry. What do you mean? Well, I asked your father about what we should do about Jason's memorial service and your wedding. Then, your father said he would attend the memorial service. In the end, all the relatives came as well. Why? I thought they would all come to my wedding. A wedding is much more glamorous than a Buddhist memorial service, isn't it? It seems your father didn't think your marriage was good. Why? He asked your fiancé whether he was interested in helping out the restaurant. He replied, "I'm not interested." What? He said he wanted to live a comfortable life and earn money without working. But isn't that what everyone wants? It's better to live comfortably, of course. That's why you married my brother, right? That's not true. I'm not interested in having a comfortable, easy life. Your father and Adam cherish their restaurant. Many customers coming to the restaurant that your father and Adam love so much is good enough. Again? You're talking so nicely. My father paid for my wedding. Doesn't that mean he approves of our marriage? Your father didn't think so. What? He'll pay for the entire wedding and let you have your way. He meant that he doesn't want you to have anything more to do with him or the restaurant. That's a lie, isn't it? Since your father feels that way, he had to tell his relatives. He told everyone. Then, they decided to cancel the wedding and come to the memorial service. How is that possible? It's a shame that none of the relatives came to the wedding. I guess it can't be helped, can it? Huh? Isn't this the result of you doing whatever you want? That's impossible. It's not too late. You have to convince everyone to come to my wedding. I can't do that. Why not? Because you knew the date of Jason's memorial service and deliberately set the wedding on that day, didn't you? And your father and all your relatives were very angry about that. I don't think they'll be attending your wedding. Don't be silly. You're my relative and you disrespected my wedding. Why would they prioritize your son's memorial service? Is that even okay with my brother? My wedding is about to be a disaster. And yet, you're still trying to prioritize your son's memorial service? That's because he was my beloved son. He's been thinking about this day for a long time. His feelings should only be towards Jason. That can't be true. My brother has always loved me. He would definitely be on my side. Fine, I'll call him myself. I'll ask him to divorce you. That's what you're going to do. If he really wants to do that, then I will. Because I love him with all my heart. I'll do whatever he says.
You said that. Remember that.
Hey, Adam. My wedding is in trouble because of Emily. Help me.
Help? What am I supposed to help you with?
Because your wife keeps telling lies. Father or any of our relatives are not coming to the wedding. Now tell them to attend the wedding.
That's what everyone is doing on their own. It's not Emily's fault. How can you say such a terrible thing?
Who's the terrible one here? That woman is trying to take over Father's restaurant. So when I tried to cut her out, she went on doing something nonsense. Adam, I think you should divorce that woman.
Wait a minute. Why is Emily taking over the restaurant? Why should we get a divorce?
So that you can win alone. If she takes over the restaurant and becomes the owner, she can enjoy herself and get rich. Who's going to let her do that? Get a divorce, Adam.
Are you serious? If you're being serious, I won't forgive you. Someone like you who's playing around and being selfish can never understand Emily.
What?
Ever since I decided to take over from Father's restaurant, I can't ruin the restaurant that Father has been protecting. From now on, it's not just for our repeating customers, but also as a place for foreign tourists to dine. I decided to reform the restaurant for the future. Emily visited many restaurants to study how to run such restaurant.
Emily did that?
That's right, and she trained the staff herself so that they can deal with foreigners. Thanks to her, we now have more customers and the restaurant is even more crowded.
That's a lie. That woman just wanted to take over the restaurant and be successful.
You still say that? My father encouraged Emily to become the proprietress because of her ability to handle things. But she turned him down. If she wanted to take over the restaurant, she wouldn't have refused, would she? She really wanted to protect the restaurant, so she worked very hard to do so. And she succeeded.
I can't believe that.
It's no wonder Father trusted her so much. She's not a party girl like you. You're the one who's trying to take over the restaurant. Emily's not like someone who brings in a guy from who knows where and tries to take over the restaurant.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to take over.
But I heard you told Emily that your child will take over the restaurant. Don't be ridiculous. To the children of people who don't care about restaurant in any way, there's no way I'd let you take over this place.
Then what's going to happen if I have a child?
I don't know. It's your kid, so you can raise it however you want. At least, I don't think Father would accept your child as his successor, because he's fed up with you.
Huh?
Bringing in some freelancer or something. Marrying a man who can't even greet properly. He doesn't want a guy who can't even say hello and make him pay for everything. He's going to break off the relationship with you after the wedding.
Break off the relationship? That's not going to happen.
And by the way, I'm going to break off the relationship with you too. I don't want to be with someone who disrespects my son's memorial service, makes wedding plans. Well, at best, you're going to have to live with him for the rest of your life. Have a wonderful life.
Hey, Adam, wait a minute. Hey, Emily? Yes? Did you have a convincing talk with Adam? Emily, please convince everyone. I can't stand the thought of none of my relatives being here. If you can convince everyone, I'm sure they'll attend. Please? Molly, I'm sorry. Today is a very important day for me. The day Jason passed away. So I can't think of anything else but Jason. I want to mourn him with all my heart and reassure him in heaven. So I can't think about the wedding. Of course, I'm so grateful to everyone who came to the memorial service. But thanking them is all I can do. Don't say that! It's my wedding day, the most important day of my life. Who wouldn't want to make happy memories? That's why I asked you to change the date. But you didn't even try, did you? On top of that, you said something horrible about me taking over your father's restaurant. Even if there wasn't a memorial service, I'm not a person who is capable enough to accept such a request from you. You're the only person I can rely on. My father and brother have cut me off from them. What? It's a big deal to cut you off, isn't it? But that's what you deserve. It's so disgusting that you put a wedding on the same day as your nephew's memorial service. You better be very sorry for what you did today. Emily, please! The reception is about to start. It's not too late. I just finished Jason's memorial service, and I'm on my way to visit his grave now. I'm busy, so I'll leave you with this. Molly, I hope you and your husband are happy together. Emily! In the end, Molly's goal was to take over her father's restaurant, and she planned her wedding on the same day as Jason's memorial service in order to get rid of me. But that plan fell apart. The wedding with no relatives was horrible. Even after the marriage, they never got a decent job. Molly has been working part-time to make a living. Recently, I heard that her husband cheated on her and left the house while she was at work. It sounds like a messy marriage, but that's none of my business. I have just found out that I am pregnant with our long-awaited second child. I don't care about succeeding the restaurant. Anyway, I sincerely hope that the baby will be born healthy and safely. Of course, Adam and my father-in-law feel the same way.
Hey, Mom, where are you now? Are you out shopping? The house is a mess. Something wrong?
Oh, you're home. Early today. How was school?
As usual. Why do you ask?
Oh, you know what, Iris. I'm thinking of leaving home.
Huh? What do you mean, leave home? Are you running away or something? Did you have a fight with Dad?
No, that's not it. I'm thinking of getting a divorce.
Huh? You and Dad? Divorce? Why?
Well, it's complicated. I got stuff going on too. Anyway, from now on, you guys are on your own. I know it's gonna be difficult, but I want you to support your father as best you can. Okay, see you around.
See you around? Are you kidding me? Sorry we're getting divorced. See you around. I can't accept that. I need a better explanation than that.
But you're still just a kid, Iris. You probably wouldn't understand anyways. These things are for grown-ups.
You say I'm a kid, but I'm already 15. I'm old enough to understand. Just explain it to me. So, what's this all about?
All right, I'll explain. I recently met this really nice guy. I want to marry him, so first I have to get a divorce. That's all.
You recently met someone? Who is this guy? What's his name?
His name is Michael. He's an old classmate from back in high school. He's from a very prestigious family, and he himself is a successful businessman. He was super handsome and all the girls had the hots for him back then. I met him at the alumni party a couple of months ago, and he came up and talked to me. His wife apparently passed away some time back and now he's single.
And so you decided to split up with Dad and marry this guy from high school?
Yes, that's right. This is fate, a chance of a lifetime.
A chance?
Yes, a chance to marry a rich and handsome guy. To be honest, I really didn't want to marry some lowly company office worker. I want to be the wife of someone like Michael. I didn't want to be that middle-aged woman sitting through discount coupons at the supermarket. My dream was to be a woman that bought brand items and went on luxurious vacations overseas. And that chance has finally arrived. I want to start over, kickstart my drab lifestyle.
So, does that mean the life you led so far with me and Dad was nothing? That means you didn't want to marry Dad, right? And you regret giving birth to me. Sure sounds like it. What about all this time? All these years we spent together as a family. Was it all just a waste of time?
It's not that I wasn't happy. I simply don't want to continue as just your mom. I want to live the rest of my life as a woman. You only have one life to live, and I am going to live it as I please.
I see what you're saying, but why is the house such a mess? It looks like you rushed out of there in a hurry. Mom, where are you right now? If you're going to get divorced, you're coming home to talk about this with Dad, right?
I will never return to that house ever again. The place is a mess because I was looking for the bank books and other stuff. I'm taking all the money we saved.
What? Are you serious? All the money? All our family savings?
You've heard of divorce settlement, I'm sure. Women are entitled to it when getting divorced. It's really not enough considering whom I'm getting married to, of course.
But you can't just take it all. I mean, my piggy bank is even gone.
In reality, I would get more in the range of tens of thousands, no, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know? You're still young, Iris. You wouldn't understand such things. Normally, we would meet to work out the proper amount, but I don't have enough time for that. I want to marry Michael as soon as possible. And your money? Well, that all came out of your father's meager salary, so I figure it's mine.
If you take all the money, what are we supposed to live on? I'm starting high school at Sanford Academy this year. Or did you forget? And how about my college fund? We were saving up for that. What am I supposed to do?
I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to get divorced and you won't be family anymore. I won't be able to help you out financially. About school and education, talk to your father, okay? I left the divorce papers on the kitchen table. So could you tell him to sign it and send it in? Okay, so have a great life, Iris.
Hold it a minute! Mom!
Iris, get back to me as soon as you see this.
Oh, hello. Laura, was it? It's been a while. I forgot your name. What do you want?
You came to my house today, didn't you, Iris? My mother-in-law said that my daughter came to visit.
Oh yeah, right. I went to your new husband Michael's home. I was impressed. He really does live in an awesome McMansion. Unfortunately, you were out.
Why'd you come? Do you want something?
Nothing in particular. Just wondering what kind of life you were living. I mean, you did take all our savings, leaving us with nothing. But your husband and his mother were there. So, figured I would introduce myself and say hello. After you left home, I asked people about you. Heard some interesting things.
What did you hear?
Well, for one, they told me your new hubby and his mother, that your husband had passed away. When you met Michael at the alumni party, you said your husband had passed away some time ago, and that you were a widow. What's more, you said you were being harassed and abused by your former husband's parents. And when your husband died, they kicked you out of the house. You're like some poor little thing abused for many years. I really couldn't believe the barefaced lie you concocted. Can't believe you would go so far to get money. A real con artist.
A con artist? How could you say that?
What else should I call you? You took everything. Our savings, my college fund, my piggy bank even. Then you lied to some rich guy and move in with him. And you're even trying to rip them off too, aren't you? Okay, maybe not a con artist, more like a thief.
I didn't marry him for that. How can you call your mother a con artist and a thief? So disrespectful.
Mother? You? You told that new family of yours that you had no kids. It's as if I didn't even exist. When I visited and told them that I was your daughter, wow, they were blown away. They had no idea. You were acting as if you had no daughter, Please don't start acting as if you're my mom all of a sudden.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Anyways, why did you even have to visit? We divorced years ago.
It's obvious, isn't it? I want her to get the money back that you stole from us.
Like I said, I didn't steal it. That was a divorce settlement.
Divorce settlement? Don't make me laugh. I was naive back then and you sweet-talked your way out of ripping us off, but, well, I learned a lot since then and I know my rights. You're in no position to get any kind of divorce settlement.
The hell I'm not! When getting a divorce, it's the woman that gets the divorce settlement.
That's where you're wrong. When a husband and wife divorce, you first determine which side initiated an affair. That person pays the victim, and the victim is my dad. Oh yeah, and you did have an affair with Michael even before you were divorced, right? I confirmed that point with your husband today, so that's been verified. So, you were two-timing dad from the day you met Michael at that alumni party, am I right? So, according to the law, you're the one that has to pay up.
That can't be right. Besides, I knew nothing about that. And that was years ago. None of that money is left. There is a time limit to these things, too. It's all in the past.
Huh? A time limit? Are you being serious? If so, I'm just starting with you.
Huh?
Because you took everything of ours and disappeared. Dad and I had to sell the house and move out. Because of the hardship, Dad fell ill. I gave up on going to college. I did manage to finish high school, but to support the family, I had to work various part-time jobs. After high school, I got a job and I'm currently working hard. Dad's taking his meds and working as well. Can you continue the way you are after hearing what I just said? After the hardships we endured?
Well,
I took all line messages from years ago. I took photos of the messed up living room and the divorce papers. I printed out everything and kept them all these years. One day, I was going to find out where you lived, and was intent on getting my revenge once and for all. That's how much I despise you. Do you even realize that?
I'm really sorry. I didn't realize you had such a hard time all these years. I was completely wrong about the divorce settlement. Please forgive me.
I don't want an apology from you. Just pay what you owe us. The money for your infidelity and half of our assets. I will not forgive you until I see the money.
Okay, I will find some way to pay you back. And to my husband and her mother. I didn't want them to get the wrong idea about me, so could you help me keep this all a secret from them?
Huh? Why would I help you?
Well, you know, they find out after all these years that I was lying. Well, it would be a bit awkward carrying on, you know. And besides, he may even demand we get divorced. I have to avoid that at all costs. Please, I will find some way to pay you back.
Sure would like to help you out, but I mean we are complete strangers now. You're not my mother. You're just gonna have to work that out yourself.
Huh? How could you say that? That's so irresponsible. You appear out of nowhere after all these years, disrupt our family, and don't even lift a finger to help. Give me a hand here. You're my daughter after all.
Did you really just say that, daughter? I have to be honest with you. I have no mother. She died a long time ago. Okay, see ya. I'll send over an official invoice later. So, see you later. Hope everything works out with your family.
Hold it right there, Iris. This conversation is not over yet. Iris!
After that conversation, my dad and I drew up an invoice for the compensation we wanted. Fortunately, her husband, Michael, paid the entire amount at once, on our behalf. Michael said he was not aware of her predicament and what we had gone through, but that was no excuse and he insisted on apologizing and paying us a generous amount as compensation on top of his wife's divorce settlement. With that money, I was able to go to college and am currently enjoying life on campus. My mom, former mom, is not divorced but is apparently working her butt off at a farm owned by the family to pay the money that she stole from us. Not really the luxurious life that she had imagined.